viewers, welcome back to the Language Lab YouTube channel where we dissect language features. I am Rochelle and joining me today is my partner Chrisanne. Today we will be discussing a language feature that you use daily, probably without realizing it. That is imperatives. Think about this. Close the window. Kick the ball. These are all examples of imperatives. These are simply verb forms that issue, command, instruction, request, or even give warnings. Language is not only used to describe things, it is also used to get things done. And the feature that holds this power is imperatives.
On today's episode, we will define and explore the functions of imperatives, provide you with some examples, as well as support with research. We hope you enjoy.
Let's dive in. So what exactly is an imperative? Well, an imperative is a type of sentence used to give commands, to make requests, to offer advice, to provide instructions, or even extend invitations. These sentences are direct and usually begin with the base form of the verb without stating the subject, as the subject is believed or understood to be you. For example, close the window, take your books. In both examples, we don't say you, but it's clearly directed at someone. Now, according to Quirk et al. In 1985, in a comprehensive grammar of English language, imperatives are one of the core sentence types in English, right alongside declaratives and interrogatives. That means that they're just as essential to communication as statements and questions. Let's look at the different forms of imperatives you might come across. Firstly, positive imperatives. These give direct instructions or commands. For example, close the door. Secondly, negative imperatives. These tell someone not to do something using don't or do not. For example, don't touch that. Empathetic imperatives. These use the words do to add urgency. Do, be quiet. And lastly, let's or let us imperatives. These are inclusive. For example, let's go to the beach. It's a suggestion or an invite, not a strict command. There are some interesting words that also form imperatives. Here's an interesting fact. There are words like push, stop, jump. They also act as imperatives. So, whether you're saying sit down, please help me, let's begin, you're using imperatives to get things done.
Now, let's look at the functions of imperatives. Imperatives are actions a speaker or writer wants someone else to do. For this reason, they are sometimes called
command words
or
bossy verbs.
even though this might not be the intent of the speaker or the writer. Although we know imperatives to give commands, they serve other functions. Here are some examples. Request, please pass the salt. Instruction, insert your card and your PIN. Warning, watch out. Advice, please take medicine twice daily. Offer, have a seat. If you are a loyal subscriber here at the Language Lab, or even if you are joining us for the first time, we do hope you are enjoying today's episode. Now, let us look at some grammatical characteristics of imperatives. The first one on the list. No subject stated, you is implied. In other words, when someone gives a command, a request, or instruction, they are speaking directly to the listener, even though the word you does not appear in the sentence. The subject is implied, not expressed. The second one is verb is in the base form. No s, ed, or ing is added to the word. For example, the verb close. It does not become closes, closed, or closing. It remains in its base form, close. So, an imperative sentence using the word close would be close the window. Third, imperatives often ends in a period, but can also use an exclamation mark to indicate urgency. According to Crystal 2003, in the Cambridge Encyclopedia of English Language, imperatives are essential for regulating social behaviors. So viewers, in conclusion,
Imperatives are direct, they're versatile, and they're essential for everyday use. Whether you're giving a command like close the door, or you're making a polite request such as please hand me the book, you're likely using an imperative. Understanding imperatives helps us to see how language is used, not just to inform, but also to act, to instruct, and to influence the world around us. Well, lobsters, we've come to the end of another episode. Rochelle and I can't wait to interact with you on our next one. Until then, don't forget to like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. See you next time.
Lobsters, if you have made it this far in the video, it's now quiz time! So go ahead and write your answers down in the comment section below. Our question for this episode is, which of the following is not an imperative? A. Sit down. B. You must sit down. Or C. Don't move. Go ahead and write your answer down in the comment section, interact with us, and show us that you learned something from this episode. And in next week's episode, we will reveal the correct answer. Until then, walk good. Bye.